Hi Cancer, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. Please keep in mind those readings are only general and take what it feels right and what resonates with your own life path and experience, and if it does. The way I do these readings is I draw three cards for the whole week. The first being the main opportunity, the second the main challenge, and the third the overall advice. I also draw a fourth card, which is a more Zen spiritual message that intends to bring to consciousness unconscious patterns that may be affecting what's going on during the week. So, Cancer, it feels like this week you are being asked to speak up your mind, to be very proactive on your thoughts and your ideas, and to also be patient and realize that everything in life has its own cycle, and maybe it's not still time to harvest the fruits of your own work and your own effort in whichever area of your life this is happening. But it's been giving you the opportunity with the King of Swords to be really proactive and upfront about what you want, your ideas, your projects. It's a great time to write, to publish, to talk, to communicate, because your mind is very sharp right now and very in the right place to express your own ideas and to express your own objective thoughts, because your judgment is really your judgment is really in touch um, and in touch with your mental clarity and what you want to achieve. Even though the challenge it may be felt as a strong one because it's in a major arcana card and it's the judgment card. And as a main challenge, you may have to deal with changes in your life. You may be facing changes and transformations in certain areas of your life that are completely out of your control. And it's about you having to cope and to deal with some kind of change that it may feel like it's upsetting your own sense of stability and sense of security, but it's actually giving you a lot of opportunity to transform some matter in your life. Usually it could be a resurrection from old baggage, old stuff from the past that needs to be dealt with in the light of the present, and it's being called upon the present to make a judgment out of it, to make decisions on it, to transform things that you are kind of being forced to, but it's for your own soul purpose and evolution, so you can have space in your life for much more renewed sense of opportunities and to achieve whatever it is that you are hoping to achieve. So as a challenge, you are being asked to cope with the changes that may be happening, to deal with the past issues, the past emotion, past relationships, past childhood hurts that may come to the surface during this period. But you are being asked to do that in a very objective and clarity, with a clarity that maybe in the past you didn't have it and now you do, which is great, because to deal with many times psychologically deep issues, if you can distance yourself from the issue and the matter, even if your own heart is in the line, it gives you a much more healthy and um, a much more healthy approach to the matter, where you can just be very objective, proactive, and know exactly what you need to do, what changes you need to implement in your life, and not be so stuck in identifying yourself too much with the past and past attachments and past issues. So You see, he holds the sword of truth, and he holds the sword of mental focus and sharpness. So you can cut, and he puts his mental over the emotional. So he can cut with his sword any emotional tie attached to the past that no longer serves you, which is great as a main opportunity, is great for you to take that energy in, which will help you to cope with those changes or that old baggage that may come into the light of present. And sometimes when old stuff come to the present time, it doesn't always, it's not always bad. Sometimes it can be really positive, and some stuff from the past can bring you some kind of enlightenment and awareness to the present time for any kind of thing that you are hoping to achieve right now. That with that information from the past, it can help you. It can help you see things with a more, again, with more clarity, and maybe even inspire you intellectually to have new ideas, new inspiration coming in to move forward with your life. But as a challenge is for you to cope, to trust the process, to know that whatever is surfacing, it's for your own, it's for your own good, and it's for your own consciousness, evolution, and sense of moving forward into your life. And sometimes we need to do that kind of a cleansing and release. But first we need to look at things up front and to realize that many things from the past still holds us back. Many things from the past are still conditioning our sets to be, our wiring to be in the present moment. And maybe many times that's what keeping us from achieving our dreams and our goals, and even to cloud our own judgment. What is exactly um, the voice of our essence and the voice of our dreams? So this process of bringing things to the present time from the past is just really the first big step for a big transformation to happen deep inside of you, and to make decisions and implement new things in your life with much more solid foundations and much more clarity on what exactly is you. It's your own voice, and it's your own idea, and what is most of the time just a programmed childhood set of doing things, of feeling things, of insecurities, of traumas, and etc. Because, and also the overall advice is for you again to have patience. It's for you, it's the Seven of Pentacles. It's for you to have patience. It's for you to be in touch with the cycles of time and realize that everything has its own course of time. And if it hasn't happened yet, whatever you want to, it's because it's still in the process of growth. It's still in the process of sustainment, and it needs more time to be as healthy and as endured as you want to. So it's a time to wait. It's a time of perseverance, determination, of not losing focus, of not falling into impatience, of not falling into fear, because, and trust again the process that will come to you. The harvest you are hoping to get in something, it's coming to you, but you need to be patient. You need to let this change happen first. You need to energy is out of your control to work for the betterment of your own self, not to work against it or to resist it, because that will make the, the process of bleeding much harder and will block good things that are trying to come in. But first, it's clearing the path, is asking you to make a judgment, it's asking you to make decisions, it's asking you a lot, I know. But it's time to do so, and you will have a lot of sense of empowerment and strength. And once you deal with issues, with deep issues inside of you, and you will kind of rescue your own power that you may have doubt in the past. You will rescue your sense of individuality, of empowerment, of knowing exactly what to do, what to say, how to think, how to handle your own self. And that's amazing. So this week there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of opportunity for you to grow in that direction, being the challenge, the own change and transformation process. My advice and the Zen advice is for you to release the burdens, release old baggage stuff, old ties, and be patient. Be patient with the process. Be analytical. You have the King of Swords as an opportunity. Be analytical. Write down. Talk with people. Communicate. Blog. Write. Ask. Use your mental strength right now, because it's so strong and it's so sharp, and it may help you endure this process, and it may help you go right through it, which is great. And the Zen message is burden. Again, burden. So you see how this guy, he's carrying in his shoulders the burden of other people expectations, other people thoughts, other people conditioning upon him. And he let it all his life. And he doesn't even, he can't walk straight because he has such a heavy load in his shoulders. He has such a heavy load of stuff, of baggage, that it's not his most of the times. It's a conditioning, it's a programmed, wired mind of state, emotional mind of state. So again, as an advice for this week, for you to bring to consciousness awareness, is your old patterns. What are you carrying unnecessarily? What is your heavy burden? What burden are you carrying on your shoulders? And do honest and objective analysis of it, and check what do you need to cut with this sword, what is not yours, what is not meant to be there, waiting upon your shoulders, and what it is, and what you have really to deal with. Because the whole process of the judgment card and the transformation process is working at its best to do this release, to make you feel much more lighter. But first, before we can feel lighter, we need to deal with the things that are burdening us. And it's not easy, it's not a comfortable process, but once you can do it, once you deal with your own impatience, maybe not having um, a sense of time, of things needing to grow, things needing to have its own course in order to completely blossom and give you its best fruits. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. I'm kind of new to all this YouTube stuff, but still, I really appreciate it with all my heart. And I hope you have a great week, and we'll see each other next one.